I say here at Kajun Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it with no problem. I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars. Let them have it. You got the dollars? We got the offer? Let them have it with no problem. Let them have it.
Hello, hello, and good morning on this hump day. How's everybody doing today? Beautiful day today. We woke up this morning. I woke up this morning at 3:05, and it was 27 degrees. I think now it's like 29-ish this morning, so it's getting up there a little bit. I think the high today is like 43. Well, let me get through the chat here, and we'll see. First of all, we have Miss Wendy. Hello, hello, and good morning. She gets that pie point for this morning. She says, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Good morning, Johnny and Robert, and good morning, everyone. Yes, Nana Tink, today is Wednesday, so tomorrow, don't forget, I think she's still doing her show because I thought I saw the thumbnail. She does her little game night interview on Thursday nights. And Wendy has been giving a shout out to a YouTuber each day of the month of November. And today she's got Nana Tink. Yes, if you missed it on Instagram, she does one every day. And yesterday was Eric at OBX Picker. Today's shout out was, today's Callie Reseller. I'm sorry. She was just talking about Nana's show. Okay. And she's on 986 subs. So if you haven't checked out Miss Nana Tink, go ahead and check out her channel. And don't forget to help her out by subscribing to her and hitting that bell of all notifications. Today's, again, is Callie Reseller. He is the shout out of the day on the Wendy's Instagram. Miss Iris, hello, hello, and welcome. She's got her Etsy store, eBay store. There's her links if you're interested in wanting to get some of her work. She does some wonderful work. Hello, Adam. Record Crates, hello, hello, and good morning. Folks are all ready for Record Crate Store Day, Black Friday. It is coming fast. Yes, it is. Ready for the Store Day Blackout. It's coming. Yeah, okay, you did it twice. Good morning, Tim. How are you doing this morning? Hello, hello, and welcome. And of course, we have Robert in the house. Hello, hello. Good morning, Robert. Nay, pie, trinkets, and doodads. Hello, hello, and good morning. Good to see you and everyone in the chat, actually. So good to see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Dave's Digs. Hello, hello. How are you doing? And good morning, and hello, and welcome. Definitely, if you haven't checked out Dave's Digs channel, you need to check out his channel. He does some great content. Jen and JRKR 1964. Hello, hello, and good morning, and welcome. Anthony, Bluegrass Picker. Hello, hello. I got the dollars. Let him have it with no problem. Hello, good morning, Susanna. Hello, hello, and good morning to you. How are you doing, sunshine? Robert's telling everybody good morning. Dave Diggs is saying good morning. I haven't seen him in a while. Robert actually works during the weeks, and this week he has blessed us with his visit in the chat because he's off this week. And then in December, I think he said he's going to have 2 weeks off. So, yeah, we'll get to see him a little bit more at the end of the year. So definitely reach out to him and tell him hello. Tom Shack, how are you doing this morning? Hello, hello. Nate, every day I'm hustling. Good morning, hello, and welcome. So good to see each and every one of y'all so bright and early in the morning. It's usually at work. Yep, but he's off this week. Native Pie, Lisa C, hello, hello, and good morning, and welcome. Everybody saying good morning. Hello, Flippin' Frozen. Hello, hello. Those who won Bingo Monday night, you should have received your email tracking number. All of that did go out yesterday, so congratulations again. Dawn's channel, hello, hello, and good morning, and welcome. Good morning, Johnny. It's super cold here in Florida. What? Yeah, we're only about 29 right now, so that's not too bad for Florida. Dawn, yeah, y'all don't get too much cold weather down there, too much. Good morning, Thrift, the Thrift Pickers. That is Trent. Hello, hello, and good morning. Good to see you in the chat. If y'all haven't checked out Trent's the Thrifting Pickers channel, don't forget to put your links in the chat, and that way everybody can check out your channel, especially for those who are new in the chat and or haven't been here in a while and you haven't seen someone. Just double check to make sure you're subscribed to them and tell them to say hello. Go tell them hello. Good morning, everybody saying hello. Love Hollis, hello, hello, and good morning. How are you doing? Lisa C, cool. Couldn't find. Yeah, Florida's they're having a little bit of a cool snap, so to say. I think that's what they really call it down south. I know that's what we call it in Louisiana. Forever best friend, how are you doing this morning? Hello, hello. I'm trying to stay dry. Oh yeah, it's a lot of rain down there, huh? So good to see each and every one of y'all in the morning. Don't forget today is even hump day, but tomorrow's that Thanksgiving Day. Hope everybody is ready and prepared. I know Friday is where I think it's Thursday night. They used to, but I think it's just Friday now. They're going to start doing all those big sales. I was wondering if someone had got a catch that Lisa. Which Lisa? There's several that I know of. Let's see where to go. Right there. Yeah, there's like Lisa C, Lisa G, Dawn's channel. We're 63 in Florida. Wow, that is a little cool for y'all down there. Cool. Well, today I want to get some feedback about something. It was something I was thinking about this morning. I went early to the market, our local grocery store here, and I got all my groceries that I needed. Extra little things. I already have all the Thanksgiving meals ready. Start taking all that out after the show this evening and start getting it to thaw out so I can marinate and do what I got to do with what I'm cooking. And I'm also going to be cooking some pumpkin rollout cookies with stuffed cream cheese filling. So that's one of my things I'm doing today. Someone asked me about it, and I do have all the ingredients. So I will be doing that today. Bluegrass says, I love having all the weather experts except tornadoes. Yeah, I know. Same here. I love it up here because of the weather change in all 4 seasons. You get all 4 seasons up here. I watch for those snickerdoodles. Cute. Go check out my channel. I really believe you will enjoy it. Yes, I know you will enjoy it. He has recently started to where I think his second sub when he first started. And even his first few videos were awesome. Like he was doing this for a lot of pickers. You will not be disappointed. And there's his link. And what I like to do is when y'all do put the links in the chat, so not only everybody can check to make sure they're subscribed to you, or even if they weren't, they can subscribe to you. But what I like to do is check to make sure my subscription is still there. So that's why I like that too when y'all do the links. We will have an auction tonight with Carol. Hope you join us. Is that Carol's Creative Corner? Dawn? Yeah, we watched her. What's today? Tuesday, Monday? Yeah, Sunday and Monday. So yeah, let me see. Who's that link's for? Okay, it is. Yeah, I love watching her auction. So it's been good to see you there. I know I've watched the channel before, but yeah, it'd be cool to see you in the auction tomorrow night or tonight. Tomorrow night. You said tomorrow. Duh. All right. One of the things I was thinking about having a conversation about today is I was thinking when I was heading to the grocery store to get things I needed, especially like with waters and drinks and stuff like that, because we were getting low. And then they are going to be closed tomorrow, so I didn't want to wait till the last minute. And I love going early in the morning because it's so easy getting in and out of the store. Very few people getting out of there with less than 20, 30 minutes max with everything I get. With the grocery list, of course. Obviously, we're putting a fun pack. Dust Factory going to be big live on Thanksgiving. Oh, cool. Are y'all going to be doing the, what is it called? Bark something on Thursdays with your Bark live videos that you're doing? There's Nady Pie. He says check him out. If y'all haven't checked out Nady Pie, y'all missing out as well. I think him and I have the same taste when it comes to wild colored type shirts. The wilder the better, the bolder, the brighter the better. But he's got some great content, so definitely check him out. We will be doing Yappy Hour. That's what it's called. I keep forgetting what you actually call it. If y'all love anything with dogs or animals, as a good video to watch is the Forever Best Friend. Every Thursday they do the Yappy Hour. It is hilarious and fun, and you get to see all kinds of things with dogs and get to react and interact with everybody in the chat. Really great video. They do live every week. Wolf Toy Jerry, hello, how are you doing? I just subbed to Forever Best Friend. You're gonna love it, especially if you're an animal lover. Yeah. Let's see here. My thing I was thinking about doing today and talking about is while I was going to the store, and again when I was coming home, I was thinking of things like and in this you can reply to it in the chat. When you set your priorities or your goals for the day, do you really use like I say a scale? Is it something you have to do, or something you want to do. And the reason I was thinking about that this morning, because a lot of times I want to sit there and watch a certain videos or watch someone's live or whatever, but I have to get things done. And if it's not pertaining to me being in my eBay room or in the basement, then I'll start saying, okay, do I need to get this done now, or do I want to get this done now? So you got to kind of see what's the needs compared to the wants. And in my case, I prefer to get things I need done quickly and easy and get it over with. Whereas if I want to do it, it's going to procrastinate me to get it done. So are you really one of those that go and do your have to list, so to say? Or are you one that likes to procrastinate? Again, I don't like to procrastinate. I like to get it done and get it over with, but I like to get it done in ahead of time to where I'm not waiting for it at the last minute. And keeping things, of course, positive in a way that I know I can get it done in a timely manner. Let's see, picker, where it went. I'm initially getting ready for where it went. Picking, wolf, there we go. Getting ready to box up all my orders. 50. I'm being lazy right now and hiding here. Oh, okay, no problem. Let's see. Blue Glass says guitars and mandolin instros I sell on eBay and my antiques and flea markets. Starting my two pups. Oh, starring my two pups. Cool. Yeah, he's got some nice dogs. Dave's Digs, that's your link. Let me make sure I'm still subscribed to you too. I like to do that as well. Yep, I am still subscribed. 380. Wow, you're coming a long way. That's pretty good. Definitely check out Dave's channel. And Blue Glass Picker put his in there. Definitely check his out as well. Some good coffee. And there's Susanna's link. She actually put out a video last week. So if you haven't checked out her work, she did a video on a premiere of her artwork that she does. She did real well on her first auction. So definitely check her out. She did a new video, and you definitely will be surprised at her work if you haven't seen her artwork yet. She did really well on her first auction. Just subbed. Cool. Awesome. LOL last night. Jerry, Wolf Toy, their shirts were awesome. Oh, cool. Okay, awesome lots last night. Yeah, Jerry's got a lot of good shirts and product, definitely. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put the link in here, and I'm going to pin it. Come on. There we go. Pin the message. That way it's there. People like Dave's Digs, Trent, Anthony. If y'all want to come on and talk about your channels and things like that, you're more than welcome. This is open for everyone. Basically, if you want to talk about your channel, anything special coming up, have a conversation about what you're doing in your channel and things like that. Look, guys, I know I will have like 100 more hidden away somewhere. I wouldn't doubt that. He got some nice shirts. He's got a lot of nice product, period. He definitely has a great inventory. Definitely make sure you put your links in the chat so everybody can check your channel out. One of the things I was liking is the night before last, I went into a chat. And I was there a couple of times, but I've always seen Miss Lydia live. But I was finally able to catch her show the night before last, and she has awesome things that she does on her auctions. Cheesy, check those totes. Yeah. You never know what totes got what in. Don't forget to take the turkey out, freezer. Today is it can thaw out in the refrigerator. You're right. Definitely. Yeah, don't wait till the last minute and do that. And you ain't gonna, because you got to make sure you have it completely thawed out from the day before. There's Jerry. Hello. How you doing this morning?
Here I am.
Trent. Yes. Trent's got some good videos. Definitely check them out. Joe Deals. Hello, and good morning and welcome. Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody's well. Yes. Swamp Picker Glenn. Hello, and welcome. Good to see y'all this morning. Does wash it. Don't wash it. Yeah, you're right. Don't wash them. Yeah.
Don't wash them.
What's going on your end today?
Well, like I said, I'm hiding here right now because I had too many orders to fill in. So I don't want to work right now. I'm being lazy.
Yes, I was somewhat like that at first, but I knew I had to get it done because I had 14 orders going out yesterday. And then I had to make sure all those bingo pieces were ready.
I have the break with Thanksgiving, so the stuff won't go out till Friday anyway, so I got a little leeway.
Yeah,
so
yes, I was packing. I had another order come through, so I'm like, okay, I'm getting it done today. It's already done, so I'm gonna get it done.
Once I'm all done here, I'll go over and I'll box up everything and pack it all up and just say, okay, now it's out of the way. Plus, it was so funny. I just got a notice. I got some big artwork coming in today.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, okay. So now I got to find room for that thing now.
Is that something you knew you ordered, or you just forgot it?
I forgot it.
Yeah.
I knew I got it from an auction a month back.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they just turned around and just sent me a thing says, and I looked and it's like, oh, it's coming in today. Oh, okay. All right. So
are you set up with your postal USPS.com where you can get your alerts of what you have coming in?
No, I don't worry because my postman here. Hey, Trent.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Hello. And but my post guy takes care of us. We got it's supposed to be a trash barrel, but we have it sitting on the front, and they know to put any packages inside there, so that way if it rains, they don't get damaged.
Oh, okay.
So we take care. Plus, it also keeps them unseen on the porch.
Right.
So then all the holidays, we always give them a gift card and everything. So we take care of them because they take care of us.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
we don't mind, but like I said, it's just, I went to, because somebody kept bothering me about that they needed small and medium shirts.
No.
I won't see her name, Hemlock Lady.
She's not here yet.
And I found a pile for her when I was at the storage unit. So I said, all right, let me bring this pile and give her first shot at it.
Yeah.
And so she was happy, and I found a whole bunch of others. And she ended up doing a show last night.
Yeah, I heard.
I just bounce around and say hi. And then she's like, come on in, sell stuff. I'm like, no. And she's like, come on in. So next thing you know, it's almost 1 o'clock in the friggin' morning.
Lord Jesus.
I'm like, really?
She did that last week too.
Yeah.
I think she said they ended at about 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, oh no.
Wow. But I'm like, I don't mind, and we have fun and everything. And then of course, Matt and them were all in the chat, and they all wanted to see the shirts. And so I had a whole bunch. Let me see. See, like we have Batman.
Okay, so let's talk about apparel stuff because this is interesting. So you're selling these. How are you packaging them? I'm just sort of curious.
I put a layer of bubble wrap on the bottom of the box. Then I have that wrapping paper that's like either for mugs or whatever.
Okay.
I put a couple of layers of that, and depending on how big the lot of the shirts are, I should say. If it's only like, let's say like these, I'll fold them up nice and pretty and everything. And then I go and I'll put them in between bubble wrap and then more paper on top and then some packing and then that's it. That way they don't get ruined. Okay. If it's like 1 or 2 shirts, I have packing bags like for comics or for magazines, and I'll slide them into that so that way they don't get ruined and they stay nice and pretty.
You don't do you ever ship them out in poly bags if it's a small lot?
If it's like 1 or 2, yeah, but if not, if it's like a big lot, then it goes out in a box.
Because I use mine in a suffocation bag first, and then I'll put it in a poly bag, nice and folded. Because when I fold it into the suffocation bag, I already folded it. So wait, show that one again.
Nightmare Before Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I thought that's what it was.
And then I found, stuff like this.
Oh, good old Pat.
Precious Time Tour. What else? Then there's another Pat Benatar.
Nice.
Wow. And,
I think I have some of these somewhere.
From 88.
I should go through my closet. Jeez.
And another Nightmare.
And if you have any older ones with just single stitch, those go up to.
Those are the big money ones.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. I think I've been to a bunch of these things. My family's in the music business, so I hate to tell you, I think I have more T-shirts I know what to do with. So maybe I should send them away, Jerry.
oh, but see, that's what you should do because that's what they're looking for right now.
Really?
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, you can if you wanted to list them up on eBay, you could probably make more money, but it's a longer process. If you either if you're not in a rush, list them on eBay.
All right, so now that we're talking T-shirts, because this is something near and dear to my heart. So my son has an Etsy store. When this whole COVID thing hit, he couldn't really get a job, and we had access to a screen press. So in Tennessee, the big thing is the TriStar, which is the emblem for the state, which is really cool. And we have literally just hundreds of shirts, and he just started doing these TriStar screen prints, just selling them for like $20 a pop. Just for like, free shipping, just do something, get him a job, get him some money for college, that kind of stuff. Well, it sort of took off. And I'm like, oh, geez, now my whole living room is like T-shirts and like boxes with sizes. And like you said, poly bags, like we put them in a see-through and then we put them in a poly bag and that sort of thing. Well, with Christmas season hitting, now it's like a freaking production studio. Because I didn't know this was going to take off like it did. And I'm like sitting here going, my problem become, there you go. We do that first, and then we put them inside the packing thing. But now they're doing like multiple orders of multiple T-shirts. So that's why I was asking how you were packing them is if someone has an order of like 6 or 8 because they want their family to do a Christmas card picture in their Tennessee shirts.
Yeah.
What am I shipping these things in? Because I'm not really prepared for that.
Like I said, no, just a layer of bubble wrap
Okay.
on the bottom. That way it gives it a cushion. I know it's only a shirt, but better to be safe than sorry. And the bubble wrap ain't costing you that much.
Yeah.
And then if you have it, that, hold on.
Well, I'm going to make a comment that I saw with Nate. He says, I don't know. I think you got to I don't think you have to put bubble wrap for the wrap in T-shirts, only the way you would be getting them damaged. But if you don't fold them right or UPS guy hit it with a forklift, then you're going to have a damaged item.
Bingo.
And what else I saw right here?
Okay.
Good morning, Amara. Hello and welcome. Anthony, Adam asked the question, single stitch or double stitch? We were talking about if you have found or you own any type of concert T-shirts or any type of T-shirts that are single stitch, which are a lot older, tend to go for a lot more money. So you definitely want to watch out for the single or double.
Single stitch goes up to, I believe it was 1988, something like that. It was 88, 89, somewhere around there.
Right.
And then they started doing the double stitch.
Right.
But they're still, because they're from the 90s, they're still older. So they're still considered vintage and you still do good.
So we're thinking like Lollapalooza 1 and before.
But you got to watch out, though. If you're making your own, you don't want to run into the copyright issues.
No.
Right.
Because, you say you want to do a Lollapalooza, but they can come after you and sue you big time.
Yep.
So you don't want to, you don't want to go into that boat. There's usually a lot of times there's like a minimum amount of numbers that you can make. I know, like when we were doing the resin kits, since those were, garage kits and we would do it on licensed items, they would let go like about like 20 items. You could say, I'm only doing 20 of this, like a Batman, and they'll leave you alone. But if they see you doing 100 Batmans, they're going to say, no, here's a cease and desist. You either stop or we take you to court.
Yeah.
So.
And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for people to go through that.
If you're going to do a generic thing, where you just put a saying on the shirt or something, that's different. That you can do thousands of them. They can't stop you.
Right.
But if you're going to do something like I say, whether it's a concert one or whatever, that's why a lot of times you got to look when you see if it's on eBay or somewhere and they say, oh, this is a retro shirt. I mean, a vintage Pink Floyd shirt. And you look and it doesn't have, the old style tag.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I think Record Crate made a good comment. It said tons of parking lot tees out there, folks. Do your research.
Oh yeah. Like if it doesn't have this kind of a tag on it, at least, then it's a repro. It's got to have, a tag from the 80s, because that's what they used. They didn't do the screen printing on the shirt. because people get irritated by the tag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you have to, it's like anything else. You got to know your research. Me, I just lucked out was because I worked in the industry for so long and I know a lot of the people. So they would, like when I would do the conventions, one of the reps, like either from Universal Studios or say Paramount, whatever, would say, "Oh, Jerry, you're doing that show this weekend?" Yeah. I'd say, "Okay, we're sending you 5 boxes of shirts. Put them out there for people to, take." And so you would think that they would disappear, but a lot of times they wouldn't. So next thing you know, I'm coming home with like a half a box here, a whole box there, and the stuff just builds up in the house. And I think nothing of it because I'm like, okay, it's cool, it's movie shirts, whatever,
Right.
and I just put them away. Next thing you know, I'm doing an auction and I'm holding up, like a toy, and I'm like, all right, I got this toy, and if you're looking for anything, put it in the chat, and if somebody has it, we'll pull it out. Well, I think it was
Anthony
he said,
Nate made a good comment about if you're using those bigger, they do have the bigger poly bags. You can use it as cubic shipping, and I do use a lot of the bigger bags as well.
Yeah.
Hello, Chacha, the data girls in the house. Hello and good morning. I'm going to go through this real quick. Tons of parking tees. Yeah, we just talked about that. Yep. Good morning, Rhonda. Hello, and welcome.
Hello, Rhonda.
Go ahead now. What you were saying?
So, yeah, Matt put in, he says clothing. And I looked and I said, I don't sell clothing. Because I was thinking like a lot of the other people that here's this dress, here's this, Nike shirt. I'm like, no, I don't sell that stuff. And he said, no, concert shirts or whatever. Jerry, any Lenny Kravitz. I'd have to check, Susanna. If I do, you'll get first shot at it. And so I said, oh, concert. I said, yeah, I have some of those. And I walked into my closet here, which a lot of people call the magical closet because it seems like it goes on forever because I keep pulling stuff out.
Right.
And I pulled out a bunch. Next thing you know, the people went ballistic because, I had, the old movie stuff from the 80s and all that. And, and it was like, they were just going crazy. Next thing you know, $3,000 later, the auction ends and I sold a ton of T-shirts. And it's now become my staple because I open up freaking totes when I'm in my storage unit. And even though it's like 3/4 filled with toys, I'll find some shirts. And I'm like, more shirts. Okay, put a pile over here, put a pile over, and it's just, I make a pile. And it's fun because a lot of them I got for nothing, or some of them was when I went to the shows. And I would say, okay, give me this shirt, and then I'd maybe wear it once or twice and put it aside. There's trouble. Hemlock Lady.
I was going to say, by the way, speaking of the devil, by Hemlock Lady.
Yeah.
Good morning, T.
Welcome. And it's fine because I'm like, hey.
What's going on, T? How you doing, girl?
It's getting rid of stuff out of my house because, as you can see, I'm still packed here.
No, that's not packed, huh?
Yeah, I know. I made a little bit of room.
You still got plenty of room off in there. I see you got like
10 by 20 storage unit that's packed. And of course, we just the wife and I just chatted with our Japanese connection overseas, and they did a private show for us in the new Godzilla store, which was a very bad thing to do. So now we've got 3 huge boxes of Godzilla stuff filled with shirts, toys, glassware. It's all coming here. And I'm like, where am I going to put it?
If you do like I do, I have to keep rearranging everything to figure out where I'm going to put stuff, but I keep buying. So as long as I keep buying, I'm going to keep rearranging.
See, I have the opposite. I have the opposite problem. We just got rid of it.
More room to rearrange.
We just got rid of the storage units. Like, I am so excited. You have no idea. I'm like completely done with storage units. Now I can't park my car in my garage. Don't get me wrong, but I no longer have that extra money to pay for. So my thing is I keep looking going, if I can keep my balance sheet to even or in the black, not in the red, because I think you got to think about those carrying costs if you got to store things someplace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
True.
Especially when you used to have the space
so
when you
it's
have to go
nice.
into the storage unit.
Like I said, and I'm doing my final runs on the, on the auction sites, and it's like I said, it's not being mean to anybody or anything, but it's my stuff is getting to the point that what I have is high price, and I know this is mostly for resellers, and they want it low. Well, I can't give them the items too low because I'm losing money, so it's best that I step aside and let somebody else get my spot. It's like today, I won't be home because I got to go take care of some things. So somebody else will get my spot on Paul Antonelli's show at 4:00, which I'm like, that's fine. Let somebody else make money. Because like I say, there's enough of the pie for all of us to get a slice here.
Yeah, speaking of that,
by
for
me
those who may not know, Paul does every Wednesday. It's called the reseller swap meeting. And he does different people can go on and do auctions with him on Wednesdays at 4:00. So definitely don't forget to set your reminder for that. Also want to say hello and welcome to Fishing and Picking. He says I'm moving a business. I'm at my moving business, picking stuff up and moving it. Lisa Say makes a great comment. She says, plus, of course, when you're talking about the storage auctions and storage units, it says, plus the time and money it takes to drive back and forth from a storage unit. Happy days when I dump mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tim. How are you doing this morning? Hello and good morning.
Susanna wants to go shopping in my storage. You along with everybody else, Susanna. But like I said, and yeah, with Paul's thing, just get there before by about 3:30 because he usually starts early. He'll start like around 3:45. So if you're there early enough, you could be one of the 4 or so that can get into sell. And like I was going to say, if by saying, hey, dig in your closet, see if you have these things, and if you have it and it's going to make you some extra money, I'm like, hey, good, I did a good thing because you had something that was just sitting there, and you're like, oh, this is junk. No, wait a minute, it's not junk. It's going to make you some money. Make some money,
Yeah.
And I'd rather see that.
We talk about the rightful owner. Like, if it doesn't, I don't want to go Marie Kondo on you. Like, does it bring you joy? But if it's something that you have that someone else would enjoy more, that's fabulous. That's perfect. If it gets you a couple bucks, good for you too. That's a wonderful thing. So we have so many items that do not belong with me. And I say that lovingly. We inherited a bunch of stuff that it doesn't do anything for me. It'd be great for somebody else. If there's anybody out there who loves military items, I mean, everything from from Civil War, World War II, anything you can think of, we've unfortunately still got it. We had to rent out a fairgrounds in a little town, Ohio, with every single building and had a 2-day auction, and we're still not done.
Wow.
What you might want to try, are you on Facebook?
I'm sorry?
Are you on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Check on the military channels there, because they, see if they'll do auctions. Because, not to knock down YouTube, but you get a bigger crowd on Facebook than you do here.
You do. There's a couple, when it comes to that type of item, it's a very interesting crowd.
Yeah, but you'll still get a bigger crowd, and they'll spend the money. Like, for me to do my movie posters, which is where my bread and butter is, I will do a Facebook auction for one afternoon for, say, 4 to 5 hours, and I'll do anywhere between $4 to $6 grand.
Okay.
So that's just on one item. I don't put up no shirts, no toys. It's just movie posters.
Right.
And I will get somewhere around 250 people. I need to know that.
Okay. Every day has, I've got to tell you this. This is a true story. Some kids grew up with like a swing set. Remember those ugly swing sets you had within the back, you got them from Sears back in the day. You ordered them. I grew up with a Sherman tank in my backyard to play with. So you laugh, but we really did have a Sherman tank, and it's sort of funny. My dad was a very big collector. When he passed away, I found out how much of a dealer he really was. And we have some really interesting things that like I said, I just don't know what to do with. Some of the things I'm keeping just because I'm still trying to find homes. I'm trying to find homes for scrapbooks, of the families they belong to, pictures of decommissioned Civil War individuals. I have all their paperwork. I want to get it back to the families if I can find the family. So I'm doing a lot more digging in that. I'm not selling it, but trying to find it, which is interesting.
I have a statement for you that I can make. Wherever you usually buy an auction unit from, usually you can go back to the management and let them know they will contact the person who it was for.
Yep, you can try that.
Who it was for, in case if somebody passed away and it's a family member, they usually will turn that over back to the owner of the family that it was for.
And if you have the whole name, try going to your county records. They might have it there, and they can trace, if there's anybody else. But going back to like what you were saying before, see, like this item, it's a cool little item. It was a promo for the movie Jaws, and this is what came out in 1975. So I've had this since 75. But if somebody says, hey, I'll give you $50 for it, I'm like, here you go. Because I've had it so long. I've had my enjoyment from it. Let somebody else now enjoy the thing. And that's what's going to happen with a lot of this stuff here. I've had it, for X amount of years. So it's time to let somebody else enjoy it.
Yeah.
Whether it's sitting on my shelf or it's sitting in a box, it's mine. I say I owned it because you can't keep it forever, and it's not going to do you any good once you're dead, because most of the time, most of our families could give two spits about this, and they're just going to heave it all out. And whoever's there when they're heaving into the trash, they're going to have a field day.
Or you'll just have a family member that's so greedy they want everything no matter what you got.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'd rather just turn around and say, hey, if I could sell a whole bunch of this, and look, flights are cheap to Japan. Guess where I'm going to go restock my shelves?
Well, this is the one thing most people don't know about me is we have 6 children. I have 5 in college this year. Okay, 5 kids in college.
Wow.
So take a deep breath, because that's a lot of money. And my goal is to make sure that not only do they get a fabulous education and they're really working hard, and each of them are working, but I don't want them to come out with a tremendous debt. So it's my goal to make sure that whatever we sell goes towards their education and or starting their initial savings retirement fund. I think it's important because I don't think we do a great job with financial education in this country with our kiddos. And since there's no longer those 30-year pensions and companies that take care of you, I think this is the way we're starting that off.
Well, that's what we're trying to teach ours to keep up, because he's basically an A student. Gets a couple of B's, but it's basically A's. But we're like, if you can keep that up, you're going to get a free ride to college, which means that when you get out of college, you don't have that college debt already hanging over your head like most of the other kids do.
It's a tragedy. It's a big thing when you walk out of college in debt. I mean, you're thinking you're going to do something, and getting that first job and those other. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I just think if we can give them a little bit of, they need to earn it. Don't get me wrong. I totally agree on them earning it, and I think it's a great thing. But I think we need to, as a community, and I really think we are a community. As a community, I think it's great that we instill, work ethic. I think it's important that we instill this ingenuity or this, work, you got to work for it. You got to get out there. And I think by what we're doing in reselling, honestly, you're getting out there. You're working for it.
Exactly.
Well,
Teach them how to dumpster dive at the apartments.
Yep.
Yeah.
The best time to do that, like another trick, you want to get some good items at a cheap price. If you have a college near you, wait till the end of the semester, whether it's the end of December or the end of, April when they get out. They just put stuff out on the curb. And I'm talking about good furniture, record collections, whatever. You pick those up. I mean, whatever you make now is all profit. So that's a big plus. If you can stop from the items that you're going to sell at zero, instead of saying, well, I got $40 invested in this, I got $10, but if you get it for $0, you're already ahead of the game, because when you go to sell it, you don't have to worry about, I got to make X amount back to make up for what I paid for the item.
Okay. So I got a quick question. Do you guys sort of for fun, when you are picking things up or you're buying things, are you actually truly tracking, or are you just like gut doing it, going, okay, I think I got $3 in it, I'm going to sell for $6, or do you actually have a formal spreadsheet like that you actually track it and see if you're making money?
For me, it's 45 years of doing this. I can basically look at an item, if it's a comic book, a record, a toy, and I could say, this is worth X amount. Like, I mean, case in point.
No, but I get the value part. I'm saying, but when you sell it, are you tracking it for the year and saying, okay, I made X amount? You know what I'm saying? Like I sold 100 shirts, I made $500 this year, something like that.
No, I don't worry about that because I'm forever turning over my money onto other items.
Okay, so you're putting your money back in.
Yeah,
bigger. Okay.
Like, we did 4 poster sales earlier this year. Between all of them, it was enough money to put a down payment on this house I'm now living in.
Nice.
So
That's awesome.
I didn't worry that, okay, I made all this money and, no. It was, we did all these, okay, down payment for the house. We're good. And that, that's what if you know where you're going to go from point A to point B, then that's what you got to do. You have to say, yeah, Callie loves to lick things. I'm glad I'm not standing anywhere next to him.
I love that.
But if you know that you're going to go and say, I'm buying these shirts because I know I'm going to turn around and double my money. And with that double money, I know I'm going to now do this. That's what I do. I say, okay, I'm doing this to get to this point. Because when I get to this point, I know I can now get to that point.
Right.
And that's what I do.
Trent, go ahead and answer that on your end.
To answer that question that you asked, what I do is I have spreadsheets. And whenever I buy something, I write it down. Whenever I sell something, I write it down. And that helps me track exactly how much money that I've spent, how much money that I've earned, what's profit, what's going back into the business. And it helps me understand, too, that if I bought something that say cost $10 and I only made $1.50 profit on it after all the fees and everything and after the cost of the product, is it really worth me picking that up again? Mm-hmm. Or should I go ahead and try to raise the price on it and make a little more profit? If you don't write the numbers down, you don't know.
Right.
You're just taking a guess.
Yeah.
So, in my personal opinion, it's always better to write it down. It don't take 2 seconds to write it down.
Oh, yeah. But me, like for me, like I said, when I'm doing the shirts, like I said, a lot of them are free. So whatever I make, even though say this cost me $7 to buy, and I'm trying to sell it for $10. So you're saying, well, you're not doubling your money like you're supposed to in business. I'm only making $3 profit. But what I got for free on the shirts, I take that money and put it together with this, and I say, as a whole, I made my money on it.
So you group and package. Got it.
I group and package, and I say, I made my money. If my goal was out of all my stuff, the 40 items that I'm going to sell today, if I spent $900 on it and I make 18 between them all, I'm like, I did what I was supposed to do. I doubled my money. So sometimes, you're going to take a loss on an item because you want to pull that customer in.
You're doing the Kroger coffee thing, man. That's what we call the Kroger coffee. The coffee prices go up and down. They get you in for the coffee and they sell you something else.
That's it. But that's what it is. It's like when I do the shows, I do the Hot Wheel cars.
Speaking of Hot Wheels, while he's talking about Hot Wheels, I have to meet a guy at 10 o'clock here in about 15 minutes to buy around 1,000 of the Red Line Hot Wheels. Nice. And so I'm super excited about that. But like I said, I've got to meet him at 10 o'clock, and he told me, I don't know how much truth it is, but he said he's got around 1,000 of the Red Line Hot Wheels. And I asked him, I said, well, okay, that's wonderful. I said, how much are you going to be asking on them? He said, well, probably around $1 a piece. He said, we'll see. He said, I might be able to come off of that price. He said, if you want to buy a lot. But what I'm going to do is I've got my GoPro. batteries charged, and I'm going to film the whole thing. That way, it'll be one of my next videos. It won't be the next video, but it'll be the second coming video. So
Okay,
y'all
Trent.
go to my channel
Any
and
movie
check it out.
one.
Trent, you are super smart on two reasons. One, not only are you checking out something, but two, you're actually using it for YouTube content. So kudos.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
want
trying
to
to do something.
I want to make a comment about the red line. Yesterday, day before yesterday, there was a CBS special on, you know how they have the road show, antique road show.
Yep.
They actually had a grail of red line. It was a van with the actual surfboards coming out the back of it. Take a guess on how much it was going for.
No
There's
idea.
no telling.
I'd say about
Jerry,
$5,000.
Did you see it, Jerry?
No, but I'm assuming it's going to be around $5,000. Bigger?
Larger, higher.
What?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
that is,
Depending
even
on the
not being
condition
a red
of that
line.
particular piece, can go for anywhere from, it was $100,000 to $110,000 for that one piece. They call it the grail of red lines.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I hope I get one of them in this thing.
All right, Trent, if you
That
do
would be
that,
fantastic.
we're all going on a cruise. We're all
Yeah,
going to
really.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, listen, can I do a quick shout out? Because I'm actually, this is something that's near and dear to my heart real quick. We are in the midst of doing a about this time every year, actually normally a little earlier, we ask our friends online all over the United States, if you have an animal shelter in your county or something that you're very familiar with that is in need, we would love to reach out to them. We have part of what we do with Forever Best Friend is we do a lot of fundraising and we give away a lot of money to animal shelters all over the United States. We also visit animal shelters all throughout the year, and so we start calling them and finding out when their special events are. So we do lots of loops. Like we're going to loop down to New Orleans next year. We're excited. We're going to go to Asheville and Savannah and Charlotte. We're going to go all the way up to Ohio and Michigan, maybe. I don't think we're going out west, but that doesn't mean we don't help animal shelters out west. So if you have an animal shelter that you love, that you think is in need, or we could do something for, we love to know the names, and we will personally reach out to them.
Well, that's wonderful.
Awesome. We have a emergency medical facility here in Beaumont, Texas. I don't know if you've heard of it, but the animals there, they're treated so great. I mean, whenever they first get them in, what they'll do is they'll go through and they'll doctor the animals up and get them back into health, and then they'll put them up for adoption. And matter of fact, that's where two of our animals came from. And but they're super sweet people. And like I said, they have fundraisers and stuff like that all the time, trying to raise money. And it's sad because people love animals, but yet they don't want to go help out the organizations that want to help the animals, you know. And but anyway, I think what you're doing is fantastic. I mean, it's awesome. Keep up the good work.
Before you leave, I know you said you have to get ready to go. Go ahead and give yourself a plug on your channel and anything you got coming up. Anything you would like to say about your channel for anybody to go and subscribe.
Okay. Go check out our channel. We're called the Thrifty Pickers. You can find all kinds of different content. We have yard sale videos where we go pick up merchandise that we sell. Yard sales, estate sales, thrift stores, antique shops, just anywhere we can find a deal. Retail arbitrage, we do stuff like that too. We will go find a good deal, we will buy it, and then we'll turn around and flip it on eBay or Amazon and make a profit. And if that kind of content interests you, then check out our channel. We have live streams where we do the live questions and answers and stuff like that, where if you have any questions for me, you can check me out and I will definitely talk to you. We do the live streams like this where you can come on the show if you want to come on the show. And anyway, that's what we're all about, man. We love making money. We love visiting with people. One of my favorite things about the whole thing is I love the negotiation part. I love being able to talk to people about price, because a lot of people, whenever you start talking money, it intimidates them. And money's money. I mean, money is a tool. It's to be used. It's not to be loved. You know what I mean? Yep. And if you hold on to it, then it's just going to sit there, and that's all you're ever going to have is what you've got. But if you invest it and you try to make it grow, you do something with it, and you use it as a tool, then you have the opportunity to gain more of it. And
Now, real quick,
anyway,
let them know what day you do your do you do a set day and time that you do your lives?
right now it's usually Thursdays at about 9 a.m., 10 a.m., something like that. But we've actually kind of changed all that up because, first of all, everybody's at work
Yeah.
and nobody's on. So we're trying to find a good day. So what we'll do is in my next live, I will announce whenever we do when we're going to do it full time. So anyway, yeah,
good.
Go check us out, man. Like I say, we have a lot of fun on our channel. We talk about whatever. If you have any questions about shipping or policies or anything like that, if you're getting into eBay, I've had about 15 people this last week say, hey, we like your videos. We want to do what you do. We see that you're making money. How hard is it? I'm like, it's not really that hard. You just got to understand what you're doing. I mean, knowledge is key. So if you need help in any way, hit me up. I'm a very transparent person. Sometimes my mouth gets me in trouble because I say too much. But
you and me both.
But I enjoy it. And
my last question: how long have you been doing eBay and or Amazon?
I've been doing Amazon longer than eBay. I've been doing Amazon probably around, I guess, about 8 months. I've been doing eBay around 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And I got into eBay hard and heavy whenever I realized how hard it was to sell on Amazon, because you got to be ungated on all of the different products and all that. So you got to have permission.
Right. Now, with Amazon, do you do merch fulfilled or you send it in?
Yeah, I do merch fulfilled. Yeah, I don't send anything in because I don't want the extra cost. Not whenever I can ship it from here for $3. So, and besides, if you've got space to where you can actually hold the products, that's fantastic, and that's the best way to go. If you don't have the space, then you ought to do Amazon fulfilled. Like I say, I can walk you through step by step how to do all that. Or if you want to do the eBay thing, I am a huge fan of eBay. It's got its problems. Believe me, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. But for the most part, I love everything about it. I mean, it's fantastic. If you have a problem, contact eBay. They'll fix it for you most of the time.
Now, before you have to go buy this big lot of stuff you're going to be making a score on, don't forget to put your link back in the chat so that in case if they haven't subscribed to you yet, they can go ahead and check your channel out. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification so you won't miss anything when Trent comes out with another video.
And my artwork came in. See? I got to find out where to put this. My wife just brought it to me and she says, you have no room for that.
Not that big a package. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's about the size of the package.
Yep, keep it rolling. That's right.
Well, Johnny, when do we need to come down to New Orleans? What's a good time of year to? I mean, you guys have hurricanes and all sorts of fun stuff down there.
Well, if you ever been to Mardi Gras,
it's my birthday.
There is a lot of different Mardi Gras parades that they usually have. I don't know what the schedule's for this coming year, but I do know it's what they call as the 12th night after Christmas. On that 12th night, they do a kickoff, so to say, that's on the trolleys up to the Garden District in French Quarter.
Okay.
Where they will do the Odd Fella March. Basically, is the actual kickoff to Mardi Gras.
Nice.
It's always the 12th night after Christmas.
Okay.
And that's considered Mardi Gras season when it officially starts. They have the king cakes. You have the different parades. Basically, looking at calendars and schedules of what's coming on, and when you go, that you better be there for a Mardi Gras parade. And just be aware of where you're going. Always go in groups. It's all I tell it to everybody when you go into the quarter. Always walk on the side of the road where there's no cars, because a lot of people don't think about it when they're walking in the quarter and they're walking along where the cars are, and anybody can come out through the cars and get you, try to take your purse, your belongings, or whatever. So that's why when I'm in the quarter, even in the daytime when I was working, I would always walk on the opposite end where the cars were not parked, and I just go where I'm going and get out of there. You know, you do what you got to do and get out. But you can still have a good time.
Right.
Just be aware of all your surroundings at all times.
I almost took straight out of college. I almost took a job at the Audubon Zoo, so I almost ended up there. Yep.
Cool. That's in Mid-City area. Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Looking forward to that video.
All right, y'all be careful.
Thank you, Trent, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Dave Dick says having the package should never be a problem. Jerry.
What?
Jerry, you're complaining about your good fortune. Oh my.
He said you should never. Let's see how it went again. A big package should never be a problem.
No, it's not.
Hello and welcome to Space Gallery.
Hello.
Hello and welcome. And I think I missed Wings of Love. Hello, and good morning. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. We're in a deep conversation, but I want to say for everyone, good morning, hello, and welcome. Let's see here. Everybody's just saying hello, talking back and forth. Texas Val, hello, and welcome. Good to see you this morning. Let's see. Sure, Mardi Gras has been canceled as of right now, but not changed. Yeah. But yeah, you just have to check out the calendars when you plan on going. And always try to make sure you plan something around it because there's a lot of parades, different ones. So.
I'm all about the food. I know this sounds horrible. I love the food. So I am like,
have you ever been to Jazz Fest?
No, I have not.
There is a place where when you go to the Jazz Fest, that there is all kind of vendors there with all kinds of food from New Orleans cuisine. So definitely if you ever get a chance, because it's 2 weekends, I want to say it's the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May, usually. But again, if ever you decide to go, always look at what they have going on because there's tons of stuff you can do.
Well, we're big RVers, so we have a big RV because the dog. So that we always have to figure out how to plan around all that because it's easier to travel when you have a dog if you have an RV. And you got your, we got a Jeep, which is fine, so we can drive around, do some
Actually,
stuff.
not that far from darn it. The museum over in I forgot the name of it already.
Are you talking about downtown or is it
no,
it's
it's where the Ottoman Zoo, not the Ottoman Zoo, the Museum of Arts in New Orleans. There is a an RV park not that far from there.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we're right outside of Mid-City.
Okay.
But it's right in enough where you can still go back and forth to go where you want to go.
Nice. Okay. Sometimes we even stay at like animal shelters, which sounds sort of crazy. We just park beside them, plug in, and hang out because we end up doing some stuff for them anyways. So it just depends on where we're going.
Large animal shelter on the West Bank of New Orleans in Chalmette. No, it's right on the other side of the lake.
Okay.
And there's a big building that they have for animal shelters. Actually, that's where all of our children came from. Well, I say all, but definitely Latte for sure. Yeah.
We're looking for a new, I hate to say a companion, and I'm afraid because every time I go somewhere, I find like 2 or 3 that could just come home with me. But since I do a lot of training, it's really hard, and I've got to be very careful. And I found these 2 Great Danes that were just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
That's why I don't
Louis.
I want to bring all the kittens home with me.
Louis from Lone Star Picker in the house. Hello,
hey,
and welcome.
Louis. Oh, let's look at this picture.
Glenn.
What'd you get
here? My mind went wrong direction. With that big package? Yes, indeed.
Dad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How
you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can. Loud and clear.
Okay, because
no,
nice.
Mark. Yeah.
Is that a Star Wars picture?
No,
oh yeah, that's right. They do have a WW2 World War II museum. They just basically did a lot of renovation on some items, and they put it in the museum. So that's another place you can check out in New Orleans.
Oh, there you go.
There's so much. I keep forgetting what they have. All right, Jerry, go ahead.
This is from a TV show called Centurions.
Oh, okay.
And the reason why I got it is because the person who drew it is Joe Kirby. Now, anybody that knows comics knows that Joe Kirby was one of the co-founders of Marvel Comics. Mm-hmm. So this is original artwork from him.
Nice.
So I couldn't pass up the deal of getting some original Joe Kirby artwork. So now I gotta find a home for it.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Hello and good morning to Bonnie, the unique store. Hello, and good morning. Good morning, Miss Carol at Carol's Creative Corner. Don't forget to put your link. I heard you were doing an auction tomorrow night or tonight. I think it was tonight.
But see, that's what'll happen is that I don't mind getting something like that because I got rid of the shirts that I got for nothing. So I took that money and bought something that is now a good piece because, like I said, Joe Kirby is one of the co-founders of Marvel. He helped create Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, all the characters. So that's going to more than make up for what I gave away in shirts when I go to resell that down the road.
I think the comic thing is really interesting. Can I just say this out loud? Because I think we're fascinated by the history of how all this started with Marvel, but I'm watching these new comic characters that they're making shows out of, whether it be like the Umbrella Academy, that it was a musician of a band that actually started this whole thing and created a comic about it. And I know there's another one called Dystopia. That's another TV show based on a comic. I think it's interesting how they're morphing, and we're watching how the whole comic thing is playing out in modern day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a really interesting storyline how this whole thing is going to pan out.
Okay, Jerry, Lone Star Picker Louie has a question. Yeah, but is it a poster print or an ephemera, or is it an offset lithograph?
What this is a one-of-a-kind 86 concept print for the toys.
Is it signed? That's another question.
No, that's the only thing. It's not signed. But it is from the Joe Kirby collection, so that's why I got it.
For those who are asking, also, if you go to the description of each of the videos, all Des and Tommy and all of their links are in the description below. If you miss it in the chat, definitely you can catch it there. Another thing that I learned recently was that Rhonda loves collecting, if I'm correct, Disney comics.
Yes, she does. I sent her a stack.
Yeah.
I sent her a stack for all the help she gives me when I'm in the auctions and all that.
Right,
so
she's a great mom.
My way of saying thank you.
Now I want to go back to, and I know we've been getting off the subject, but earlier you asked a question about inventory and keeping track of things you sell and things like that. For me, what I do is I'll keep track of everything because when I do my taxes, I turn in everything that I'm listed on eBay, how much I paid for each item, which is my cost of goods, how much I sold it for, and then I have my ROI. The way I know how much I made for each piece, and I do that for everything that I buy and sell, and I do keep it on a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and of course, everybody's different when it comes to their taxes, so it's all depending on what I went with, what my tax preparer told me to do, and so that's why I do it that way. But then when I do my taxes every year, I bring them a spreadsheet of everything, so they just copy it off the spreadsheet. That way, I got to sit there and bring everything in person.
We keep all our show receipts, for what we paid for tables, van rentals. If we had to stay at a hotel, we put that all in one big pile. And then once we do our taxes, same thing. We give it to our CPA and say, here you go, this is what we spent and blah, blah, blah. And then this is what we made. And
then I learned this year, when you're doing, like for me, I do bingo every Monday. At first, I was like, well, how do I categorize this? Because I did put it in a separate category, not knowing how to do it because that was my first year doing it last year for taxes. And she told me to make sure that anytime I purchase something and then I'm giving it away,
right,
it's considered advertisement. So that's under the advertisement category. And then the things that I do with postage still goes under the postage, even though it's a free item that I'm sending someone. So there's ways you can do it, but you just got to make sure you ask your person that does your taxes for you. Hello and good morning, Moon Goddess. Hello, how you doing?
Yay, good morning.
Yes. Now, are you still doing your Yappy Hour tomorrow?
Okay, so Thanksgiving's an interesting day. Everyone's like, are we doing it? Are we not doing it? I'm like, you know what? Absolutely, we're doing it because it's a lot of fun. Everyone's home. We're actually going to do something different, which is crazy. We tried this yesterday. We set up some cameras in our kitchen to share how I say we put the fun back in dysfunctional. So we're going to share our Thanksgiving day for those who can't be with their families. We're going to just share our kitchen as we're making food during the day. We're going to do sort of like a little bit of a marathon just for fun. And then we'll do our typical Yappy Hour at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, where we'll do some fun games and hang out. And we'll have a good time. But I think we're just going to do like a fun live stream during the day. And if you guys feel the need to come watch me make green beans, come on over.
That's right. And also, for those that may not know, Miss Carol or Osborne, that's actually Miss Carol's creative corner that she
Nice.
uses her personal account.
Yay! Hey, Carol.
Cool.
And Unique does Bonnie does a podcast, and what she did, she does it through iTunes. And what she did for most of her videos that she's done, she turned them into a podcast because she used to do a weekly reseller dirt live. And so she's taken those that she's did interviews with, including myself, and she turned it into an podcast.
Smart, very smart.
Yeah, Ty was doing that for a while with the morning show that he was on.
Right.
So
I think you can make a really good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I think you make a really good podcast if you do a really good interview, but you got to think about it as you're doing it.
Right.
I put everything in folders like this for Tommy for the end of the year. That's all his traveling is. I can't show you the other folder because it'll blend in with my green screen. Because I was like, oh, and I was like, oh yeah, it blends. And so we have the one for all the mail receipts, everything that's ever gone out to the post office, FedEx, all that stuff. So the one that blends in is for the mail, and then anything he purchases, hotels, whatever goes in this one.
Right.
So it's all together, it's all organized, and it makes me happy because when I input it into the computer for his program that he uses, it's nice to have it all in one spot.
I think I try this. I'm totally gonna tell myself. I think I take my first day of January through, when it turns January 1. My crazy tradition, other than eating black eyed peas, is unsubscribing from email lists because I feel like my mailbox is full of a bunch of trash I just want to spam. I want to get rid of. So I do that. And then January 2nd, I start working on the taxes. I go crazy and start working on taxes. But by the time it hits March, I got to admit, I sort of slump off on the organization. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I should do better at that. I need a better system, I think. So I like the folder idea. Thank you. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and it's the folder. I mean, you can get them at the dollar
store. Sell them in a big accordion too, where you can put them in alphabetical order or in numbers.
Yeah.
We have them by month.
Yeah.
That's smart. Yeah.
And then I go in and I messed up my green screen here.
Yeah, that's what I do with mine. I have a filing cabinet where each thing that I do for the business, I have it in its own folder, but then I have it also by month in my filing cabinet.
Yeah, see, and this, I mean, these are really awesome folders because you can do it by month, and then I go in and I not alphabetize them, but I put them by date from the first and then to the end of the month, and it's easy. So he's like, if he's looking for something, he can't find it, I gotta go in and pull out the receipt and be like, here you go. It's right here.
We just have multiple locations. So it gets tough because you see this, I'll call it, this is like home base. So home base is great. Home base is easy to organize, but when you start traveling and getting in the RV and going places and doing things, all of a sudden you get a shoebox of what the heck was this?
Yeah.
And then, it gets pretty unwieldy.
Now, Bonnie from the Unique Store made a good comment, and I forgot about that. If you do go to GoDaddy, you can actually export your sales and receipts and things to they'll make a spreadsheet for you automatically by your sales.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That's the program we use is GoDaddy. I love it. And I just go in and organize most of the time, but the receipts for when we go to the post office and stuff like that, I input all the mileage and stuff in there. And then there are some things like if you put if he's paying cash with it, then I just input that into the program. So I like GoDaddy.
Everything you link everything, all of your bank accounts and eBay sales and all your other platforms you sell on, and you can turn on and use a checkout where everything will be sent right in order.
Yep.
Nice. Very
now,
nice.
I want to bring an idea that I heard about. Someone let me know this. I didn't realize it was talked about this morning. But being that tomorrow's Thanksgiving, I just want to let everybody know we are having our morning show tomorrow. You're more than welcome to come in and Cabinet Never Ending Saga. After the show tomorrow morning, he will then go live on his channel to where you can go in and just say hello, go online and tell everybody whatever you like on a special notification, as far as Thanksgiving wishes and things like that. Also, what was brought to my attention that could be a good idea to let everybody know about, and I want to bring this to your attention. If you would reach out to someone that if you know they're going to be alone for Thanksgiving, take and send them a link or do something with some type of what they call that again, like a Zoom or a meeting up like this, and you can actually have dinner together, even though y'all on camera with each other,
right?
And have talking and conversations with others who are single families in one location and somebody else is at another location. This way, they don't feel like they're alone, and you're having instead of going out together, you're actually still having your dinner together or lunch, but you're actually offering it as a camera type visit with each other. So that's something that was brought up, but I may be saying it all wrong, but I think that's what was talked about as far as offering to do that with someone who is by themselves.
We do that with our family over in the Philippines.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jerry, what'd you say?
I said, we do that with our family over in the Philippines.
Nice.
We'll go live, even though they're 12 hours ahead of us, but we'll go live when we're doing the dinner and all. We're like, hey, this is what we got. You want some? Here you go. Here's yours. And, we joke around with them and everything. And we just make it a fun thing. So that way everybody, it still feels like the whole family's together.
Well,
exactly.
Zoom is taking the time limit off. So for those people who don't know, if you don't have a Zoom account, it's free. Let's start with that. It's a free thing, and you have free up to 45 minutes. And Zoom has said for Thanksgiving Day, they're taking the time limit off. So if you want to Zoom, that's good to know. So
that way, if you want to do a Zoom dinner or lunch with someone that there's going to be at home alone, reach out to them. Let them know that you can maybe do that and make someone else's day a brighter day for them not being home by themselves, where you're going to have people that may get depressed with it. Just reach out to somebody that might be alone and do the Zoom conference thing. I also want to say hello and welcome to Iris. Ma, Tina, how you doing? I hope everything's going well with you and Tim. I hope y'all doing well in your health. Joey Bada Bing 22 in the house, your local mailman. Just dropping in to say, hey, working and it is busy. Love you all. And I bet you are busy. So, yeah. Glad to see you able to come in and say hello. So good to see you. And I saw your video with your brother. It was so cute.
I'm taking the day off. Invoice last night.
Oh, okay.
Reiterated it 5 times to make sure that I got it to her.
We're taking the day off.
We go out on Friday.
We're gonna do photo shoots today. We've got some product we gotta do and some other things just to get ready. But I thought I'd take a nice wellness day. I'm too well to work.
That's funny.
You always got to take time for yourself. I tell that to the wife. I say, sometimes you just got to say, the overtime is great, but guess what? Nope. Work ends at this time, and that's it, and just go off.
Don't forget to drop your links in the chat, especially if you're getting ready to leave and come in and go leave. That way everybody can go and check out your channel, especially if they're not subscribed to you, or they can check to make or still subscribed to you. We know how that's been happening lately, where the subscriptions fall off. So definitely make sure you subscribe to that person that's in the chat and show your love and support. And again, always just go and check out their channels and give them some watch hours.
We are so excited. We've been subscribing to new channels left and right this week. This has been so much fun. I got to tell you, because I love watching these new channels. I don't care if they have like 5 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. It's just fun to watch the journey and be a part of it and get to participate.
Yeah.
My chair stuck.
I'm noticing too that when most of them that are starting to get to their hard numbers, when they do their sub story, it's funny how some of them remember who your first and second sub was.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that was happening a couple of times where I've always tried to, and if it comes across my screen as a suggested channel, I will go check it out. And I maybe even just checking other channels out, and I hear somebody talking about someone else, and I'll go check them out. And you'd be surprised if they have under 100 subs, and then all of a sudden they start to be in the chats and they get to see their name out there. And the best thing about this is that they have a platform to come to where they can put their links out, or they can put their platform they sell on out. Because some people are starting out new, and they would love to see what they can buy and sell and to source.
Hello.
Yeah.
You guys were like a godsend. I'm telling you, you guys were absolutely awesome. I had no idea there were so many subgroups in YouTube. Who knew there was like a whole crochet group at YouTube?
Yep. Yep. And the best thing about it is you do not necessarily have to be an eBay reseller to be in this community, because there's a lot of people who are thinking about it. And as long as they're getting welcome into the community, they're going to feel that, and they're going to want to go ahead and listen to what everybody has to say.
And also, if you're just looking for something you can't find anywhere else.
Okay, yeah, Kevin is going to be live streaming. He talked about it yesterday. He will go on after my show tomorrow, and he'll be on the rest of the day. Let's see, I'm going to be live at 1:30 for another option. Yeah, he's going to be starting after my show ends tomorrow. He'll go right on there, and so that'll give him the whole day to where y'all can just go in and there's other channels doing that too. So you can always go out and check someone's channel, because they'll let you go on and talk and that kind of thing. People need the new subscribers to keep their confidence up and making more content. And that's so true. Hello and welcome. Painting the Roses Red. Good morning. Hello and welcome. And if you haven't checked out her channel, definitely check out her channel. It's not painting. It's actually jewelry.
Ooh, pretty.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
So this morning I looked at my YouTube studio.
Uh-huh.
Let me look at it. The YouTube studio that you can put on your phone for the app.
Mm-hmm.
It said I had one number for my subs, right?
Uh-huh.
I went onto my phone app for YouTube, and it gave me a different number for subs. And then I go on the computer and pull up my link, and it's telling me a whole different number.
Yeah.
All within a matter of very short time. Is there something are they not communicating on that, or what?
So I can answer that one. This is here. This is good. So first off, do you have Android or Apple? I'm just curious.
I have Android.
Okay. So the Android YouTube Studio, they're going through some updates, and if you actually go to there, you'll notice there will be a difference, and they're expecting it to be difference for the next 7 days.
Okay. Yeah, because it's been like that for a couple days, where it's always, but it's normally where I realized it, difference from the computer to the YouTube studio.
Right.
But today, every single one that I jumped on was different numbers, and I was just like, okay.
So, and there's a big push for a lot of, and this is something else just to let you know, there's a big push. There's a lot of companies. I live outside the Nashville area, and I know a lot of marketing companies, and the way in which business is done, and I know some people agree or disagree with this, is, you get a band and you got a marketing package, and you go out there and they got to make a name for themselves. And those marketing companies will buy 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, whatever it costs, for like $149. Okay. So one of the reasons why YouTube is peeling back the layers of the onion, you'll see a lot of subs dropping, is because every so often they go through and they just start popping, thinking that they're quote unquote not real subscribers, even though you might be, and that's really frustrating. So that's why we always ask, every day I'm hustling. That's why you're seeing people go on and off. Just double check and make sure you're subscribed. If you don't get those notifications from your friends, like if Johnny's going live and you're like, I know Johnny's live. I thought he was live. Why is it not showing up? Just double check, because I've had a few of my people that I know, I've popped off and become unsubscribed to. I'm like, what? Yeah.
I've seen that before. I've had to go and resubscribe to people because they disappeared. But there are people, like you said, there are people out there that are buying subs. Mm-hmm. I get them in my email all the time, where these emails where they're saying, you have earned 1,000 subs, let's take advantage of that. And I'm just like,
well, it's business, and like I said, it's a personal opinion, just like politics. We don't talk about it. It's whatever you want to do, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not hating either way. You do what you gotta do, but don't be subscribed. It's one of those reasons why YouTube still goes back and bumps people off.
Yeah, they call it what they call that again? Purging.
Purging. Yeah, the great.
Iris makes a great comment, and that's why I always strive to have everybody put their links in the chat. What's good about it is that everybody can see if they're still subscribed to that person, because if you don't put your link in the chats like I'll ask y'all to, and somebody doesn't check it, they won't know for sure until they do, because again, they say, oh, wait a minute, they're going live. Why don't I get a notification? Mm-hmm. And then you go back and say, okay, because I'm not subscribed anymore. I know I was subscribed to that person. So then it makes you resubscribe. So definitely that's one of the reasons why when I started doing this, I wanted to make sure that it was something that everybody can do. Because I noticed even on mine, my subs go up and down, and sometimes it stays there and it goes back up. And so that's a constantly thing, just like the weather, up and down. You are all sexy Asian ladies commercials first with the videos.
I get those too. I get those on my videos too, and as soon as they come on, I'm like, block, delete.
Hard to be so
report.
popular. I mean, if you were that popular that you're getting trolls, just take that as a compliment, okay?
Penny with the Rosa says it's often because other than being in a live, we aren't watching their content and leaving comments. That's a very, very important thing, because even leaving a comment with someone in their video, once it goes live or it's a pre-recorded, it's important that you at least make a comment.
Yes.
Check the like button, whatever the case may be, because that still gives activity other than the lives, and that's why I still put out weekly videos for that reason. Because of that, you want to still have that interaction with everybody.
Because it works for both sides. It works showing that you're still the sub, and it keeps that person's channel alive.
Correct.
And if not, they're going to say, well, there's a problem. We can just wipe this whole thing right off the map, and that's it.
Right. It's they say that if you're going to someone's channel and if you don't really like their content, let's say you're not really into gaming but you subscribe anyways, really don't subscribe to them, because it doesn't really help them out. I mean maybe for like a moment, but if you don't participate and you don't really like the content, don't. And it's okay. You don't have to like everything. Yeah. Totally fine. Yeah.
Forever Best Friend is completely right. I accidentally hired a guy who said he was doing SEO for my channel and just bought my subscriptions and viewed my channels. Still suffering from the first three
bits. Yeah, it can happen. I'll tell you what, we are still struggling. I'm not going to go into the backstory, but we had to start our whole channel. We had 3,200 subscribers. Okay, just take a deep breath. 3,200 subscribers. We had to start brand spanking new the first day in October. So we are now up to 400 subscribers. We're trying to tell our subscribers to come back, let them know that we're still out there, and it's a struggle. But I'm happy to say we're climbing, but it's going to take us a while. And we had over 400 watch hours and we were already monetized. So Google is one of those, you're guilty till proven innocent. And sometimes even if you're innocent, you're still guilty. So just be very, very careful out there with copyrights. People have the ability to not do some nice things. You got to be very careful, and not everyone's going to like you. That's just the way it is. So just watch who you subscribe to.
Well, I'll never forget the day you came on, and it's like I was looking at you, because every time somebody comes in and they do put their link in the chat, but what first gave it away was that you wasn't with your wrench anymore, and it's like, well, you were just here yesterday. Yeah. And so I checked it, and sure enough, I was not subscribed to you. And then I looked at your sub count. It's like, wait, something happened, and so we were trying to get you over 100 at that time. Yeah. And so that is something that you definitely have to keep up with. And again, like we're going back and saying, even if you, like for Jennifer, she's always the quickest when it comes to dropping people's links. And for her channel, she's at 1,180 subs, but she has only 300 watch hours. Right. So it's important that you go back and help these, because, for example, with Jennifer, she's in everybody's chat. She's always dropping links, never with thinking about it. She just does it. Yeah. And so to give back that caring and loving and support by going and checking out someone's channel like Jennifer and playing the playlist in the background, to give her that extra, watch her videos, give her some extra watch hours, because that's one of the ones that really deserve it. She's always out there helping everybody.
And make sure that you guys are, sorry, I gotta decline this. Make sure that you guys are actually having a playlist. It's like play all, because for some of us, it's like we really do want to help you, and we'll play it at night. I need a playlist that plays all your videos, so I don't have to click on them all every 3 minutes.
But like Penny with the Rose says, it is important you at least show some interest with someone. Even if it's just to make a comment on their video, if you don't want to watch the whole thing. But I know if you are watching a video, for example, for me, when I'll see somebody that's in there first time, and I'll go check their channel. If it has nothing to do with what I'm interested in, I won't subscribe, because that's not my content that I like, or it may be something that I'm not interested in. But again, I'm still going to promote that person regardless in the chat. You never know who will be interested in that type of content. Yeah. Let's see. Calla says, make sure you lick the door. Oh, Lord Jesus. What we need to do is send you a doorknob next to your house when it's frozen. You go in there and lick it and put your tongue next to it.
Bad. I want to get that Ring doorbell just for you when you do that.
Exactly. Hello and welcome, Callie. Reseller. How you doing, Lewis?
See, like in the that's like with me, like when I do the shows. Like I said, I carry a little bit of everything, because I don't know who's going to show up. Regardless whether or not I like the item, 9 out of 10 times I'll carry it, because I don't know who's going to come walking in and say, oh, look, I'm looking for this. He has it. So let me spend some time there. That's the same way with the videos. Yeah, you're going to go into some of these videos and they're going to be like, well, we're talking about this. And it's like, yeah, we're watching paint dry. And you're like, well, no, that's not for me. But Shamrock Pixie might like that. So I'll say, hey, go over and go see so-and-so because he's like you. He likes to watch paint dry too. So go over there. Yeah. See, I got to pick on you because you carry the wolves too. So, which reminds me.
Dan was doing relaxing pictures in the background.
Last night, while I was doing the shirts, I had a big full bleed wolf shirt on. 3 people were like, "Are you throwing that shirt in?" I'm like, "No, leave my shirt alone. It's my wolf. Leave it alone."
Hey, Suzanne's got an idea, and actually,
I was going to go to that one next. Like Dave says, he said, let it play to the end, and watching really boosts people's channels as well as your ability, as you're able. And Susanna makes a good point too, because I do that for Jennifer a lot. When I see, and she has a new videos, I definitely play it all the way to the end. I don't just stop and wait. But that's a good idea. Having an idea where you could pick one channel a day, put it on a playlist, and then come back around to the building with their watch hours. That is an excellent idea.
We're doing it with the 12 days of Christmas, our holiday thing. We're picking 12 channels, and every day we're going to ask people to pick that channel that day and watch it at night, or just put it in the back or something. Yeah.
Like Painting the Roses, she didn't actually start as a jewelry channel, but it's still not just the jewelry. I love decorating in Disney and vlogging first. So yeah, but definitely check out everybody's channel. Don't forget to, and that's a great idea, even with the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, that's just something you can actually show your love and support to somebody who you may not be able to watch it every day, or you may not be able to watch every video. But if you start making a playlist, it definitely helps with their watch hours. Because you got to remember, even though it's 365 days that you always have to have 4,000 watch hours, that's mainly what they look for, is for your actual activities on each of your videos. And it also adds it builds up revenue. Watching the entire video built up growth. Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And so definitely make sure you're being mindful of that when you're watching someone's channel, because that's also helping them as well in many ways. You're uploading 24 days in December. Cool.
Nice. Very cool. Is anyone doing shorts? Because we're doing shorts now, and that seems to be like the thing.
I haven't done one yet, but I have watched a few already. But I am thinking of doing one this weekend on a video that I'm getting ready to put together, and then I'll turn it into a short as well.
I know Paul Antonelli's been doing a lot of them.
Yeah, he does.
20 seconds.
What is that?
It's just
actually less than no more than 1 minute, 60 seconds of a video that you can, but you have to take it on your phone,
vertical,
straight up and down, vertical.
It's gotta be vertical.
Not do horizontal, because if you do, it's not going to work. So when you record a nice little small video on your phone like this, and then that way you can upload it, and as long as it's anywhere from 20, they're saying 20 to 40 minutes is like the best target, but no more than 60 seconds.
So if you're used to TikTok or used to Instagram Reels or anything like that, I mean, it's the same concept. So what we're doing is we're actually using our TikTok videos that we're doing anyways, and we're using that as our shorts. We're trying to just keep it simple as opposed to doing extra.
Now, I have an idea that I was thinking about this morning, actually, on different types of videos I want to start doing. And one of the things that I have an idea for, I know when I first started YouTube last year, I actually still have, where did I put it? Right here. I still have my very first video I did. I mean, this is something that y'all can even think about. I might even start it after Thanksgiving. It's called #sorts. Show a reseller. I have to think about what the actual each one meant, but I did the video on that. And also another way of doing a video is if you have a death pile or you have some things that you haven't really worked on, do a video on sourcing your own sourcing type of thing, where you're going to go through a box of something you may have sitting somewhere that you haven't gone through yet, even though you did a video already of unboxing. Just make another video on you unboxing the unboxing box that you did, or going through it and showing what you have in that box. So that's just a thought. Like in this case, Jennifer says she's not able to consider. I'm not that concerned about my channel. I'm just poor and cannot afford any more buying of any jewelry, and in turn keep making more videos. But again, that's another thought I was thinking about this morning, and that's why I'm glad I saw that with you, because again, that's something you can think about maybe doing. If you haven't done all your jewelry, or you have something you in the past did a box or something, or you have a death pile and you want to just do another video, make it a video of what you already have. My first channel to put in the chat. Thanks. Wait.
No,
First
she's saying the first person I guess to put their channel in the link.
Oh, okay.
Played all day.
There you go.
Nice. Very cool.
And,
it's a great way. It's a great way to pay it back, guys. I think it's wonderful.
It's a good way to pay it forward. You're right. I would vlog some of my words to let too much talkers. Yeah. Well, it's just different ideas of things that you can try to do maybe. But yeah, definitely check out other channels and help pay it forward with their watch hours. And do not, I repeat, do not put playback speed higher than your normal. It will drop the sharing rate on the video as well. And another thing, if you're playing a video, whether it's on your phone or your computer, do not mute the actual video. If you're doing some other work or you need to still play the background and you want it lower, only lower the actual volume on your phone, but don't lower it to where it's muted, because if you do that, it won't count as their watch hours. Somebody made a comment.
I've heard contradictory statements on that. Do we have any conclusive evidence on this? I've heard both sides of the coin. I've heard them turn it down really, really, really low. I've heard some say you can mute it, no big deal. And I haven't seen anything on Google or YouTube that says anything to that effect.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying I heard somebody say that, and I've always made sure that my mute is not completely off on the YouTube channel, but I do have it low in case if I'm doing something that I still want to hear it but not loud.
Right.
So I'm not sure. I'm 100% on that.
Because from the ADA standpoint, if you're visually or hearing impaired, whatever it is, they don't need the volume, so it's not necessary. So that was what they were saying, was that it can't.
Well, that's a good idea. I didn't ever thought of that.
Yeah.
Rhonda says you also need to like videos and make comments. If you just have it in the background and it's not to grow the account, you can get caught on the scheme of from a long time ago. Janina, hello and welcome.
Yeah, because it's like anything else.
Yeah.
They learn as well as we do, and they're going to say, well, all they're doing is playing in the background, so it's not going to count. So you have to go in there and you got to say something.
Right.
You got to say it.
In that case, even if somebody did a live, and the video goes back into their the YouTube channel, once it goes live in the part where you can make a comment comes up, it's important to just go back and make a small comment, like it, whatever, because every little thing that helps with a channel, all that adds up. Robert just reminded me again, it was a scroll one for me. It says support #sort is support a reseller this holiday season.
That's awesome.
And basically what the concept of that was, and that's how I started my YouTube a year ago. You would pick out 10 items out of your store and basically promote those 10 items. And that way, if somebody came to your channel and they saw it with this hashtag, and basically they would go in there, but they'll market just 10 items. If they went to buy it, they can contact you and you'll give them a discount for helping them do that for you by going to those 10 items that you recommended.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I like it because I like the shop small thing with, the Saturday after Black Friday.
Yes, with
so
American
maybe it should be Sunday. Maybe Sunday should be the support the reseller.
Yeah.
You could start a trend.
Yeah. Well, I actually got that from last year. Now, I don't know if he's going to start it again this year or not, but I think that I'm going to get with him and see, because that's how I did my first video. Even though I did a little bit about myself, introducing myself, my physical first video that I started a year ago on this Saturday coming is that video of the hashtag sorts.
That's a great idea. I love that. I really do.
And it makes people relax, and you can do it in sitting in a chair, whatever. But just pick 10 top items that you think would be a great gift for someone during the holidays. And then you offer them a discount within that video. If they watch that video and they reach out to you, you would give them a discount on those items if they went and purchased it from you. Hello and good morning to Hot Flip Heidi. Hello. How are you doing this morning? Good to see you. Oh, the chat just flew up on me, so I'm sorry I have to go back up. So it's good to see each and every one of y'all. Let's see. I couldn't do sourcing from my death pile videos through 2020, and that's the point. Another thing last year was Froggy Flip started a show off your death pile, and it was a hashtag. And basically, everybody kept asking me, where is your death pile? They were looking for it. It's just that I have my death pile even organized in boxes with invoices inside the box. So when I go to grab that box, it's going to show me what I paid for with everything in that box. So that was another thing we did last year as far as what Froggy Flip started, showing off your death pile videos. So yeah, that's another way to do a video. You're right. Hashtag that I did last year, I had no sales. Doubt it would do it again. Well, again, you never know.
This is a different year.
I had good sales. So
yeah, it's a different year. Everyone's buying online. I think it's a little different. I think you've got a different audience than you ever have because of COVID. So yeah.
Janita has a good comment. I was heard that you never mute the channel. That's what I'm thinking too.
But wait. But then you have one from Painted Roses Red, says I've heard straight from YouTube. There you go.
Yeah. YouTube associates say that they can't tell you if your devices are muted.
It's not part of their algorithm.
Not part of their algorithm. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that answered that question. Learned so much. Thank you. You're welcome. And that's what we're all about, sharing and helping others. Let's see. I heard true, Janine. It is not on the mute. It also will not count as a view.
I don't know where the mute rumor came about because it makes no sense. I mean,
I'm trying to read real quick through it because I looked it up and now I'm trying to like quickly skim through it to see.
Because I can see how liking, when you look at your YouTube studio and you look at your analytics, it doesn't say, it says how long they watched. It doesn't say how long they watched with audio.
Okay, the answer to this one, Painting the Roses Red. What is a death pile? I call mine a money pile, but it's things that you've purchased and you have either a closet, a room, a space that you put things in there where you have not gotten to it to list it on any platforms, but you do have things that you purchased that you just haven't touched yet. That is considered a death pile. In other words, just sitting there.
It's money not doing anything for you.
It's going to make you money eventually. It just can't make you money while it's just sitting there. It doesn't pay rent. So that's what that came about as far as a death pile.
That's like this. This is a death pile.
Like, look at behind Jerry. Let's get a close up. let me take that off.
Jerry, that is the empire. Your empire
Can
is
you turn your camera down a little bit so they can see what a death pile looks like? Tilt your camera down a little bit.
Yeah.
What were you asking about Empire Strikes Back?
I said, it looks like your empire is striking back. You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it keeps encroaching in on me. The wife just told me to get another.
You tilt your camera down a little bit more so they can see it.
Oh, wow.
That's what a death pile looks like. Something you have not listed yet.
See, I'm the perfect example of what not to grow up to be like.
I love it.
Be a normal person. Don't be like Jerry.
Aw.
Yep, the stuff you haven't listed yet. School's close. Oh, he's getting close to 100. Wait, I thought you were already at 100. Dave's Digs. Where is your link at? Let me see if I can find it here.
We keep getting people sending us little dogs, and I'm okay with the little thing. I'm not okay with the big thing. People give us like I'm going back, like a little teeny tiny Westie back here, or like we'll get like little ceramic dogs. I stick them up here, which is fine. But when people send us like big stuff and I don't know what to do with it, it's cute when we can show it, but it's got to find another home. Yeah.
That's what happens.
Dave's Dig, if you can drop your link.
Go somewhere and you buy out a collection. It's nice at first, but then you're like, where am I going to put it all?
Carol says her whole house is a death pile.
Yeah.
Carol says I call it the parking lot.
Oh, geez.
Let's see. I have to go. Being called into work. What meeting? Well, thank you, Nate, and hopefully you have a safe and a blessed holiday. Bye. And don't overeat too much. And we'll see you later. Fluffing. It's also called All My Stuff in the Bookcase.
Yep.
Hello and welcome to Hip Chicks. That's Dawn and Mary. Logically watching time and interacting will be traceable with your device settings and your local to you. Most I can track the time of device, phones, and computers, etc.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay, can I just give a shout out to Two Hip Chicks? I love you guys.
Yes.
I think you're awesome, and I think every time I watch your show, I get the biggest kick out of it. So Donna, Mary, whatever you guys are doing, keep it up, keep rocking it, and we're just gonna applaud you and keep pushing people your way.
Definitely. Yeah, because don't forget, the Two Hip Chicks' link is right there. They do every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 o'clock, and it's more of just a chat, sit down, whatever. Conversations will happen in the chat. Let's see. We have 2 storage units over 1,000 square foot basement, and 2.5 garage full of depth pile. Well, hey, it was Debbie and Max. Hello, Debbie and Max. There's Dave Diggs' channel link. Go ahead and check and make sure you subscribe to him, or if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. I am still subscribed. Dave Diggs, you have 383, so you're almost getting close to 400 subs. Cool. Why did I see somebody say it was at 100? I don't know where it came from.
And Painting Roses, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Really subscribe to that, Nate. Happy Thanksgiving. Got to run and have a blessed day, and don't eat too much tomorrow, and don't get your belly hurting from eating too much gobblers and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm cooking a small one for us tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just doing a turkey breast. Just for 3 of them.
Oh, okay. You were telling her that. Yeah. Deb and Max. Yep. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Listening at work. Well, thank you, Glenn.
All right, guys. Well, I hate to do this to you, but I do have to go because I have a dog that's crossing her legs, and I don't have any clients today, which is so nice. I get to enjoy my day off, and I probably should be much more productive, but I probably need my wellness day, and I could just like relax.
That's like me. I got to go and pack up orders.
Right. I just want to answer Miss Carol. Miss Carol, at the timestamp of 11:39, Jennifer did put his link in for Dave's Digs. If you haven't checked out his channel, there's the link. Go ahead and get it and subscribe to him. Yeah, help each other out. I am going to sneak off to bed. Well, have a great night, and we'll see you on the next show then, whenever you get a chance to come back in. Bargain Effect, there's Tommy 2.0. Just did some quick research on YouTube Shorts. They can hurt your channel if you do not do right with the certain tags in the video. Yeah, what I heard was the only tag you're supposed to have anywhere in the video is in your title. It has to be hashtag shorts with an S. And don't put any other hashtags or anything in your video or in your description. So give another plug to your channel before you leave, because I know you said you got to go.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, buddy. Our channel's Forever Best Friend. And if you like dogs and travel and all sorts of fun, crazy adventures, come on over and check us out. Personally, I'm a reseller because I have some things I'm reselling. That's why I appreciate this channel, and I'm learning all about the do's and don'ts, which is always fun. But we do have a Yappy Hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd love to have you come over and just say, hey, we play some games. And if you want to learn some stuff about your dogs, please feel free to send me an email anytime with any questions. I try to get back to them. I get about a lot of emails a day, but it's foreverbestfriend@gmail.com.
I'm trying to see if I saw it's if you can, or if we can get the link in the chat.
Oh, I'll stick the link.
Everybody can get it and make sure they subscribe to you, especially if you love children of four-legged fur friends. Definitely check it out. I loved it from the first time I watched it. I happened to be watching a shepherd, something shepherds. It's a guy that does a video with the dog is a shepherd.
Okay.
And ever since then, when I watched that video, yours came up as a suggestion one, and that's how I started watching yours.
Oh, well, thanks. We appreciate it, everybody.
Yes, it was great, and that's how I got hooked.
All right, guys, listen, have a great Thanksgiving if you don't see everybody, and everybody have fun and a safe day.
Yes,
right,
bye.
I'm dead. That's right. Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I could not find it. I am not good with Google, but I was trying to find if you have to have it muted or not in order for it to count. And
well, I see some great comments like from Dawn and a couple others in the chat where it does make a difference because it counts all the algorithms of different things, not necessarily meaning the volume. From what I'm seeing.
Yeah, and what I read is that you have to. So each social platform is different on how long you have to watch a video. And for YouTube, you have to watch it for at least 30 seconds.
Right.
For it to count. So I don't know.
I just saw earlier that somebody said something about the bar effect. 3 away from 600. Is that
bar
yeah,
effect.
Okay. I have to look at the link in the back. And Jennifer's so quick at putting people's links in. Y'all need to definitely help her out and give her some watch hours. She is well deserving of it. So yeah, definitely help each other out. Don't forget to put your links in the chat. Also, don't forget to put your platform that you sell on, to where others who are just starting out and they come across the channel, they can get to check out your video contents if you do YouTube content, or even if you're selling on a particular platform. That way they can see what you're listing, what it's selling. I am very transparent to all my platforms I sell on, and they're all linked in all my videos. And I do that for a reason, where others who are getting started, when I do get some questions here and there, that way they can see it and actually look at what we have. And you'll be surprised on how that helps people when they're sourcing, especially if they're new at it. So yeah, definitely help out everyone in the chat with their channels and all their platforms.
So that's the whole idea, and that's why, even though like I don't have a channel, I don't mind like coming on here and somebody asks me a question. I try to help, because I'm like, it's not going to hurt me that, you're over in, Idaho and you're buying and selling stuff. I'm like, make money, go over there, go, get ahead in life.
Well, what's good about watching other people from across the country, United States, wherever, you get to see, for example, from the West Coast to the East Coast, they may be selling something here, but may not be selling well in your area. But it still gives you an idea. Can I make this work? Can I find these items? Yeah. And sometimes if you're sourcing out of an odd place, a little hole in the wall, mom and pop place, you never know what you're going to find. And what's good about it is if you see somebody that sold it, what I did was I created a note on my phone, on my main page of the main part of my phone, where when I'm sourcing and I remember saying, oh, wait, that name sounds familiar. I'll go to my note list and say, is that, because I have it broken down into like toys and electronics, coffee mugs, clothing, shoes, ties. And I have certain brands that I've heard does well. It's going to go on that list to where when I am sourcing, I will look for those particular brands, especially if you had a garage sale or an estate sale. You just never know what you're going to find. And that helps you while you're sourcing by having just a little note thing on your phone. Let's see, Jerry, you should do a video. You're talking and you can do video with no editing hardly, and GIF. I wish I had.
Oh yeah, if I'm talking about this stuff, oh yeah, I can talk. That's not a problem.
Maybe she'll try to make a video today with baby. Once I get that notification, I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna post it.
I mean, but like I said, it's because I want to help and I want to see other people do just as good, and I want to see people, make the right steps. And
what's also good about this community is that everybody does different things. Like in your situation, if somebody was thinking about how can I get into what you're doing, they can see things that you're doing and what you have on hand. And as long as you talk about how you got it, how you sell it, how you set up for the month or the year, they get to see an idea of it. It's like, oh, wait, let me see if I got that in my area. Can I do this kind of thing? And so that gives everybody ideas too.
And that's like, I tell people, like, if you're looking for stuff, you got estatesales.net, estatesales.org, and you got Nextdoor. You can already try those three to see what's in your area for estate sales, garage sales, to find what, the stuff cheap. Then of course you got Craigslist, but even Craigslist has become a problem. Sometimes the computer won't let you in unless you subscribe.
Right.
So if you're like, well, I don't want to subscribe. I don't want to have their toolbar on my computer. I just want to go and see what's, for sale.
Right.
I'm not going to do anything else but that. So I don't go to Craigslist, but I go to estatesales.net and .org, because they're two different, even though they sound the same. One will show stuff that the other one doesn't show. And then you go Nextdoor, which is one that does just your community. So you can find stuff that's for sale and everything, and you say, okay, I can go, get this. And when you're watching these other people, when they're selling, that's my first thing that I always say. If you're learning this, sit in the back. Come in, you say hi and all that, but then sit in the back and watch the auction. Watch what they're selling. See how they're doing it. see what it's going for. And, you know, and then you say, oh, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to say. And like we've always said, know your product. Don't just say, oh, these are ALF cards. They came out.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah. But then you're like this, and you're like, when did they come out? Gee, I don't know, but they're old. You know, already that shies the buyer away because you don't know your product. Because they're going to say, if you don't know your product, why am I going to buy it from you? I'm not going to buy from someone that doesn't know what they're selling, because I don't want to have it, first of all, come back and say, well, you took advantage of that person because they didn't know what they were doing. And I'm like, well, no, that's not my fault. If they don't pay attention to what they're selling, then that's a bad mistake already. You have to know your product, whether it's toys, jewelry, books, records. What, like if you go to Record Crate with Adam, he knows his product.
Yeah.
You know, so he knows how to sell it and what to say and what to do.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't and you're already at a loss, the person's going to be like, well, I don't know if it's actually what they're saying. You know, I don't know if it's a good item to buy. But if you sit there and say, yes, these came out in 1985 and there were X amount in the set and blah, blah, blah. You know, you start rattling off all that information. They're going to say, wow, this person knows what they're talking about, and I'm going to buy from them because they're like, in a sense, the better card dealer, you know. And this is what I try to explain to people. You have to know what you're doing, and don't be shy about asking questions.
Right.
You know, anybody that says that they're willing to help you, and the minute you ask them a question, they say, well, I can't be bothered right now. That's when you say, well, they're a liar. Let me go to somebody else.
Exactly.
Find out what I need to know.
I want to say hello and welcome Miss Little Debbie. She says hello, and I'm surprised you were still on. I just got back from the grocery store for tomorrow. I did my grocery store first thing this morning at 7 o'clock. Even though I have everything I'm doing for tomorrow for dinner, I just went to get some personal things and things that we needed around the house just to have and need. So, yeah, thank you so much. And we're just going to be on until the conversation ends or whatever happens. Jennifer makes a comment, too, as far as our where was it? We already know that Jennifer's healing, and she was talking about maybe doing a video tomorrow. And so she was saying, don't be alarmed because she did have surgery on her wrist. But yeah, we know that you're recuperating and healing from it. So that does not matter. I just like seeing contents. Now, Jennifer, I need to know if you can let me know which would be a best way I can contact you, because I have an idea for something and I would like to be able to have you as part of it. If you would contact me, or I can contact you, just let me know how and where, that way I can reach out to you.
You know, it's like I've always said to people, you see all this, it is for sale. If you see something that you like, just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, because if the answer you're already saying is going to be no, he's not going to sell it. If I say no, nothing changed. But if I say, oh yeah, that Godzilla toy is for sale, it's this price.
Right.
You know, oh, cool. Now you got it. So it doesn't hurt to say, hey, how much for this? How much for that? Because it's not gonna, it's not gonna hurt me in the least, and I'm not gonna get offended, unless of course if it's, it's $100 toy and you're gonna say, I'll give you $10 for it.
No.
Now I'm gonna be like, no. But if you say, oh, I know that's $100 toy, but maybe he might let it go for like $75, and that's it. And I say, okay, it's yours. Take it. Here you go. And now you're happy. You got something. I got something. It's a win-win.
Now, I want to make a comment.
Unless you ask.
I'm a butt off of the comment you just made. That's another thing. When somebody needs help and they reach out to me, you guarantee that you will have that time from me. I don't mind spending time to helping somebody who wants to learn. I've had many people, and I'm not going to say who because I'm not into the recognition thing, but I do have to say that when people do reach out to me, I do make the time. If they're available at a certain time and I'm done with what I have to get done, I don't mind coming back in the eBay room and helping that person, because I know they're trying to help and better themselves. They want to learn. I don't mind teaching it, because for me, I learned everything I did through myself of self-taught. So I don't mind helping others because of the fact that they want to better themselves. I'm there for you. I will do whatever it takes to make sure I spend that time with you. And any questions that you may have, I will go over it with you. I'll even do a share screen and show you how to do it step by step, because I have done what you call this again, how-to videos, and it's helped a lot of people. But there's some people that still want to do some other items or something, so I don't mind helping. And so let's go ahead and get Des up real quick if you have anything you want to point out. By the way, in the actual description of every video starting this week, every video, you will see, if you haven't got to it yet, if you want to be part of something that she's going to talk about, it is in my descriptions of every video until it's how this starts. If you're interested, she's going to talk a little bit about it before she has to go. But you can find out the information is in my description bar, along with the link to the rules and regulations on what you got to do for what she's about ready to say.
Yeah, so we are having a Masked Singer YouTube edition on Tommy 2.0, aka the Bargain Effects channel. And the link, like Johnny said, is down below in the description. I also dropped a link in chat as well. All the information is there in that video, and it's to have fun and just kind of get away from the little craziness that's been going on this past year.
Jennifer just put it in the link in the chat, and that is the link. But you can also check out the other stuff I do have in the descriptions of the videos. Yes.
And we have gotten a couple submissions already. And so it's very exciting.
Hello. Team Kisses, Miss Jenny in the house. Hello, Jen. How are you doing today? I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'm just trying to get them as they come in.
One of those days where my computer is freezing up on me and I have to go in and clean it. So, but yeah, it's a singing competition. Everybody and anybody out there is welcome, and so it's for fun, and we will have a prize for the winner.
And that's all you got to do is MP video. What kind of file do they need to send you?
Oh, they need to send us a voice file with karaoke. It has to be karaoke music, and you have to be singing it. So, but send us what is it? What file is it?
Just an audio file.
Audio file. Thank you.
And 2 songs.
What people are doing is they're doing it on YouTube because they're not sure how to record it, so they just do it on YouTube. Like you're recording a video, keeping it as unlisted and sending me the link so I can go snatch it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And so, which is awesome. And all you have to do is send us that video file, and we do everything. Well, Tommy does everything else from there. So I'm not very good at computers. I ain't gonna lie, but hence why my computer keeps freezing up. So.
And you said it's got to be 2 songs.
The first submission,
yes, your first. You have until December 18th to actually let us know if you are going to join or not. Let me drop the email in here.
Oh, Tommy is 2 away from 600. Let's see if we can get him to 600 before the show ends today.
That's awesome. Cool, honey. So I dropped the email down in chat, or dropped the email in chat. And if you want to join, head on over, email. You do have to have your first 2 songs submitted so that he can work on it by you have to have them submitted by December 18th, and it will start January 1st of 2021. I have my paperwork. I just wasn't expecting to be big and talk about it this morning.
Well, you know darn well I'm not going to let you go without talking about the upcoming event.
So I kind of got caught off guard here. Should be more prepared. But yeah, January 1st at 8 p.m. Central Time on the Bargain Effect.
I'm not putting a video in because I don't want to kill the internet. Oh, Jenny.
It's for fun. I mean, you do not have to be a good singer to join. Just pick a karaoke song and have fun with it and sing. That's all you have.
The biggest thing too is when you're in there, even if you don't sing, and you don't submit, just be in the chat to help out and support, because you're going to be part of that as well as part of the voting part. Tell them about that a little bit.
Okay, so at the end of the lives, each live, okay, the first episode, there will be no elimination, but there will be voting. So you will have to vote in the comments after the live, once it where you're able to put comments in. That's where we're going to be taking and tallying everything up, is in the comments. You have 24 hours to vote, and then the following week is where the elimination will start. So there'll be one elimination as of right now, depending on how many people we get, at least one elimination a week. And it's very important that you comment at the end of the video down in the comment section after the video is done. And, you know, and it's going to be fun. You know, you get to try to guess who you think it is in the chat during the live when it's happening and stuff like that. And I'm really curious because I'm not a very good at putting somebody's singing voice with their regular voice. So me personally, I'm excited because I like the Masked Singer.
Yeah. Well, I'll also say before he leaves again, Tom Cruise is in the house, and he says, please, he wanted to pop in and say, have a wonderful and safe holiday. And same to you, Tom. It's so good to see you in the chat. And don't forget, this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, and if I remember correctly, you and Westside Gary will be part of that Christmas, Thanksgiving, Black Friday marathon. Now, Flippin' Frozen had the comment of, where do you find karaoke? Two ways. You can also search it on YouTube, or if you go into like your local stores, Walmart does it, and so does other locations. And you have to have the CD that says, right here where it says the CD plus G. They have karaoke discs that you can use, but it has to be in that form if you do a disc, or you can find them on YouTube.
I've just taken a song and say karaoke.
Yeah.
As long as it says karaoke, yeah.
Yeah, because Robert says, put the name of the song, artist, or style, and the word karaoke in the search. And YouTube's got a lot of karaoke. Yeah. A lot of karaoke. And that's where me and the kids find our music and sing along. And
Jennifer says she's going to ask her kids if they want to do it. That is awesome.
Yeah, kids are more than welcome. Absolutely more than welcome.
Anyone and everyone's welcome.
Yeah, everybody. Doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter if you can sing or not. You're all welcome.
All for fun.
Yeah,
it is. It's all for fun, and if you guys do watch The Masked Singer, this is going to be a little different because this is avatar based. You won't have to dress up in fancy costumes or anything like that. But Tommy's going to have fun with this. Tommy's going to.
Hello, Greg. Landshark Picker. Good morning.
Craig, really? Does it matter what size or shoe size is? No. Sassy. Good morning, but sassy. I'm telling you, not enough costumes.
Let's make 2 videos before the 18th. That way,
18th, yes.
And they can tell you which one they want for the first round or the second round if they go around to the second round.
Yes, when you send the email with your audio file, let us know which song you want first, and anything else that you want us to know. Well, to Tommy know, to let Tommy know.
Please include the artist and the name of the song so I can do the attributions, because I don't know where to recall in the world.
Okay, so, and he also would like everybody to make sure that when you send it, for each song, please give the artist the title. That way he can do what he needs to do with that. And then I had something else that I wanted to say, and it's just not coming yet. So
tell him which one you wanted first.
What's that?
Which song you wanted him to play first.
Oh, yeah. So which song is first, or in the order of the songs that you want, the name of the artist, the name of the song, and go from there. You know, this is, I've been trying to get Tommy to do this too, but he won't, and that's why he decided that, you know, he was going to be the host. I am not even going to know who the people are that are singing. And so it makes me excited for that. So, you know,
it'll be something different to start a new year with, and hopefully that
Yeah.
it's all in good fun, you know?
Oh yeah. And then, and like I said, there is a prize at the end.
Yep.
And hopefully if it all goes well, this will be a continuous thing every year.
Right. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and she's got to get ready to go. So I just wanted her to cover that for y'all in case if y'all haven't heard about it yet. They did do a video last week about it, and it is in the description bar below. If you have any questions and you would like to send this to someone and share it with somebody you know who likes to sing, go ahead and send them the link. If you can't get it in the chat, there are in the descriptions of each of the videos starting this week. I did it in every video, and I will do that until the actual start of the show.
And we will be doing another live to go over everything again, because, you know, this is our first time doing this. And so it's just going to get better from here. And we will, you know, have notes and stuff like that, that we just, there'll be more lives coming.
Right.
Before it starts.
Right, exactly.
So, all right.
Well, that's so good that everybody's going to get to know about it. And if you're interested, just at least send Tommy an email letting him know so they can at least put you on the list. And that way you still have time to go ahead and get your songs picked out. So I want to tell everybody again, thank y'all so much for coming. And don't forget, tomorrow I will be live at the normal time. I may go on a little early. But also don't forget, after my show, we're going to be, Kevin, Neverending Saga, is going to continue the day on his channel. And others are going to still go on too as well. That way you can still have a way to communicate with others and go visit in the chat, especially if you're home alone. And don't forget, there is a thing that we were talking about as far as if you know somebody who's going to be home alone, but maybe they might have their own dinner or whatever they're cooking. Try to reach out to them and see if you would like to do a Zoom to where you can have dinner together, even though it's virtual. That's a good way to have somebody else that doesn't feel like they're going to be alone for that day or for that meal. So reach out to somebody, because they're not going to be putting a 45-minute limit on Zoom tomorrow. And so that will be lifted to where you can also do that with someone that you may want to have a virtual lunch or dinner with. So reach out to somebody you know who might be at home by themselves because of this situation and pandemic.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, everyone. So I'm going to close it down because I do need to get some prepping done for tomorrow. I am in the process today of making some pumpkin field rollout cookies. And so that
sounds good.
That's one of the things I want to get done today. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and supporting the channel and showing your love and support. Don't forget to subscribe and check the channels out that are in the chat. Support and don't forget to check your subscriptions to those that you may want to watch. And everybody have a blessed day. Be careful out there, and also make sure you have a happy Thanksgiving. And also don't forget to be thankful for whatever it is you may be thankful for, and share that with others. And if you know somebody who's going to be alone and needs to have someone to talk with, reach out to that person. Don't forget to do that. And also, before we go, Jennifer, let me know how I can get in touch with you, or what would be the best way I can get in touch with you. And don't forget to help others get to their goal on their subscription. And so with that being said, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. And as I always say at the end of each video, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another until we meet again. God bless, and have a fabulous day.
Much love.
Bye-bye.
Later.